C. First note, A. Somebody fumble it and then find it. Every single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like a 2 out of 8. It's a pretty ugly score on your quiz, isn't it? Okay, start it over. Ready? Play. Third and the seventh. Play the third note of the scale. Third note of the scale, please. Ready, and. Play the top note of the scale. Don't miss a partial that far. Come on. Hear it before you play it. Ready? Now play the first note down, which is the seventh. First note down. That's right. That doesn't mean play the next note. That means shush. Play the top note. First note down. Where's my note? You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. C, B natural, A, G, F, E natural, D, C. You just gotta have it. You have to have these scales learned. You cannot guess. You're not good guessers. Nobody is in band. Right? Nobody's a good guesser. You cannot guess your note. You cannot guess your note. You cannot rely on guessing your note. Either you know it or you don't. Okay? So, and we all need to be in the know. All right. So that one definitely big asterisk next to it as far as needing to practice it. Concert A flat. Concert A flat. Scale playing. Okay. Play the first note. Ready? Scale and then plays a B natural on top. It's like going into a burger joint and asking for pizza. Come on, you guys, so incredibly wrong. It's the B flat scale. What's the top note? B. Okay, start with top note, come down. Ready? Top note. Flat first, B flat first. Here we go. First, top note. Still missing that note. Clarinet, pinch B flat, right? A and the register key. You're still missing that note. Top note and. guessing. Way too much guessing. Way too much guessing. I put some of this on myself because these are things we just haven't worked on. I guess I have too much expectation as far as your prerequisite knowledge of scales. All right, like. Do you know any scales? Don't answer that. Because for some of you, your answer is, yeah, I know just about all of them. Major scales, that is. And then there's others that might say, no, I don't know any. Scary, isn't it? Okay? All right, concert F. Concert F. First note. Ready? Play. So literally, I say the concert pitch, and it's almost immediately click into your head what it is you're playing. Right away. First note, and. Every one. That's 0 for 4. Play the first note. Different in that scale than concert E flat. All right, it's concert E. Concert E. Your F sharp, all right, and your C sharp, right, for alto and your B natural. Okay? All right, which leaves concert E flat, concert E flat, concert E flat. Ready? And play. Don't ever assume. That's a dangerous thing. Don't ever assume. Put in the work. Refresh those skills for you, okay? All right, that took some time. Let's get going. Let's get going. None of it. Don't move anymore. Let's get to it. But when we're in intermediate school rehearsal, let's have an even gap from trumpet to trombone. And so we'll have over here, okay? All right, here we go. Everybody, please. SightReadingFactory.com. My email address, that's the password. All right? All right? I strongly, aggressively, crucially urge you to spend some time on there this weekend refreshing your sight reading chops. And for some of you, developing your sight reading chops. Or maybe even just your reading chops. Okay? When it's time for us to sight read these full selections in preparation, we will determine who all is playing what. I did see on the sheet what the splits are. I did see 2 flute parts, so it'll be the same as we do here. I did see 3 clarinet parts and 3 trumpet parts. Okay, so the same people that normally play in here is what you would do for that. So 1 first, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, and then 2, 2, 2. And then there are 2 alto parts. Okay, great. 2 trombone parts. 2. I didn't see 3. I saw 2 on the list. Okay, and percussion. We'll talk soon about what our assigned parts will be specifically for ma'am?
Do you do like a custom one or one of the premium?
A what?
Like the custom kind of sight reading or like the premium? Like the ones that you get plastic.
Oh, and Sight Reading Factory. Both.
Okay.
Both. Yeah, whatever, I would definitely get into the custom and practice some dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythms. So select dotted quarter, select eighth note. Some of those. Okay? Awesome. And if anybody needs help navigating it, please let me know. I had created a screencast a while back. It was kind of long. I can create a fresh one that's a little bit shorter that helps me kind of talk you through the website if you need it. Also, yesterday somebody asked me for some help with a couple of measures in Nosferatu, so I actually typed it out. It was only a few measures, so it only took me about 5 minutes. I typed out the notes, put a metronome on it on Composer software, and sent the person the measures and a recording of those measures from the computer synthesizer, so you can hear what their part's supposed to sound like. I hope it helps. If anybody needs that, let me know. I'm here to help you. Okay, if you get stuck on anything. All right, Candace? Yes, Manhattan, Nosferatu, Mount Everest. Okay, that's it. Good. Here we go. Okay, when you started that sleigh bell part, we were at measure 126. Look at your music. Look at your music. When you started that sleigh bell part, we were at 126. Sleigh bell part was 114. And it was a triangle part that was completely rogue. Like in another solar system. It's supposed to happen at 83. And I think it was like, I don't know, about 25 measures early. Okay, so we've got to fix a lot of those if it means I need to go through Mark my score and cue you for some of that. All right, let's find a positive. Would you like a positive? Right, right. Shaker time is pretty good. Okay, that's a positive.
Good job, Carol.
Now, that performance right there will get you guys a solid 2 from the judges, okay? Because it's very loud, right? Because it's our first time playing, we're kind of saying hello to each other with a lot of our stuff, and some of our sound just kind of got out of control, like the last note. Dum da da da. Dum 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 da. Some of several situations where our tone was a little harsh. A little harsh, but it's a good aggressive approach, but now we have to smooth out the edges. We need to clean it up, okay? And I'm not really entirely sure where to begin, considering I started taking notes in my head. Beginning, just kind of scanning forward from the beginning. Campbell, will you come in, pick up to measure 14, where you join the melody? Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, 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 right there. I can use a little more from you on that part, just a little bit more trombone timbre in that sound, okay? Now, what would make this run going into 19 so much more exciting would win is to do exactly what it tells you to do. Right? You're so excited to play that run, and I love that. I love your energy. I love it. Like if you played like that on the stage and got a 2, I'd be so proud of you. Some of you might be grumpy, but I'd be proud of you because it's good energy. Now, it's just a matter of whether or not you want to control and refine that energy. Okay? Right? So, which of course I know you do. Right? Kind of the first, just genuinely rough moment for me came at 19 with the trumpet moment. And you were really playing out. It was so nice. But they had wrong fingers. They had wrong fingers. I said that, and one trumpet player went. That was funny. You just made my day. Thank you. All right, and you also cooled me down a little bit here too, even though my face is redder now. It's because I'm laughing and blushing. Alright, so, alright, bop, 2, 3, bop, 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 2, 3, bop, 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 2, 3, bop, 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 bop. I'm more interested in that being played together than being played louder. Alright, you've gotta make sure it is together right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the melody with the counter melody at 19. Dom, ding, bom, bing, bom, ding, da, dee, da, 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 dee, da, da. There's gonna be a point, I just feel it, and I hate this. But I feel like when we get up to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, I'm gonna have to start pulling a couple of individuals inside and say, hey, look, when you get these measures, maybe you don't need to play them. Because your level of accuracy is not reliable enough. And there's just too much risk of missing it. Kind of a win it out, leave it out concept. All right, but I'm not giving anybody permission to do that. All right, but it's just a situation where there's just too much of a risk based on how it sounds in rehearsal. And I might say, all right, you specifically don't play there. And it should not be taken as an insult, but it does need to be taken as, well, I need to do better. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have to agree at 30. Da-dee, 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 dump, 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 dee, dump, dump, bump, bump, bump. We gotta practice that transition going into that new tempo at 30. And then trumpet, boy, we just cracked and split all over 35, 36. Da-dee, 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 dum was nice. Da-dee, da-dee, dum. Clap themselves back. Yeah. It just kind of was all over you made a mess. Okay, I need to clean that up. Dum dee dum 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 dum. Okay, now there's an articulated part later in the piece that you did really well, and I'll make sure to recognize you when we get to it. Because the trombones need to do it like you are. That was a nice saxophone. That was pretty. Bump, 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 bump. When the low reeds come into those kind of parts, 43, 44, those little trinkets there, bump, 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 bump. Just make sure it locks into that tempo that we're playing. Just make sure it all locks in. One thing, if I could ask everybody to do one thing right now when we're about to play again, is to listen across the ensemble. Listen across the ensemble to help lock in our tempo, not just following me, but listening across. You have to listen to each other. Okay? And there's just some wrong notes. Euphonium. Maybe like the 54, 55, and then that woman lush section, 56. Da 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 dee da dee da 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 dee da dee. That stuff. All right. Okay, let's find it. Yeah, 72. 72 is very tricky to play in that it's just beautiful sonorities, melody, and everything nice and full and gorgeous, but we have to make sure that our tone does not go into distortion. You have to make sure your sound stays in control. And this is coming from somebody that tells my students to take risks. You know, exaggerate your dynamic contrast. Bring it down softer. Bring it up bigger. Bigger bigs, softer softs. All right, but only within the range that you can control. The dynamic range that you can control. Okay? All right, where was that part? Let's see. Yeah, 88, and when you came in on that shaker part and the vivace, all right, we were more comfortable because you played it correctly. Okay, that's a really good thing. Okay, so thank you. Now, that was good. All these parts going on all over the place. Okay, different percussion parts here and there. We do need to check on some of those, just counting some of those rests. All right, and then the triangle part. But, where was it at? Oh, I skipped it. There it is. Okay, there's the part trumpets played so well. 77, 78. Bum, dum, ding, dum, 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 bum. That was nice. Trombones, you need to join them on that. Okay? Measure 78. 1, 2, bum, 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 bum. All right, make sure that that's pointed with your articulation. Da, dee, da, dee, da. It doesn't have to be da, 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 da. It doesn't have to be short. It just needs to have that pointed, accented articulation. Da, dee, da, 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 da. Okay? All right? So that was like your big moment in this piece, right in the trumpet. Okay? Woodman, generally your thing is just alignment. Aligning your rhythms, aligning your parts. And that part that we worked so much on in third period that we were watching, I thought was pretty good. It helps having the parts together. Okay? Now, something else we worked on in third period is when we get to 122, we've got to pick it up a little bit more. I had said go straight into it, but we need to pick up the tempo a little bit more. I think you're kind of already doing it. All right, but when we get to 124, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da. We got to make sure the grandioso is not too slow. All right, so just go with me. Whatever I tell you to do is what we'll do. Okay, I'll try to keep it as consistent as I can. I have practiced more conducting for this than I have in a long time, and it's because of these tempo changes all over the place. Okay? All right. Get out Anguish of Nosferatu.